This video will trigger you and offend you in some way. You have been warned. With Volume 5 now in the books, it's time to reflect on the highs, lows, WTF moments, and fandoms whining of Volume 5. Possible spoilers. I also want to give another warning that this review is based on my opinion of the quality of Volume 5, so take it all with a grain of salt. If you have other opinion, please put it in the comments and let's discuss. Also, this review is a tad different than traditional. I'll be going over more than individual characters and group of characters and giving a 1 out of 10 rating. With that said, here we go everyone! RWBY has shown great growth this season, and is showing more and more strides to matching her true potential. But with that in mind, she still has a long way to go. I wish we could have seen some more action from RWBY this volume, as we used a ton of talk no jitsu. It wasn't all bad. Her thought about Oscar in episode 5 was deep and very well written. It really showed us that RWBY still mourns for the death of Pyrrha and Penny. Oh, if you did not die a little inside when RWBY said combat ready, you are not human. We also did see her improve her hand-to-hand combat, and got to see her silver eyes back in action for a few seconds. I would say we got to see her fight too, but she did not really fight that much this volume. But there is more in the RWBY now in the epic fight scenes. I give RWBY this volume a solid 8 out of 10. Not a 7 because of the silver eyes moment and the deep conversation with Oscar about the fall of Beacon. It just seemed like RWBY played more the role of a support character more times than not this volume, and wasn't really intriguing enough to feel like a main lead. I am very happy with Weiss this volume. Her skills and overall character has improved greatly this season. I love the battle between her and the Lanterns, and it showed her summon the White Knight, which was something she previously had trouble with. Her overall compassion has skyrocketed since volume 1, but the talk in the room with Yang was the icing on the cake. We did get our heart punched in the dick for a second when this stupid pile-looking tuba lobster dared to use Pyrrha's spear in an attempt to kill Weiss, and get that stupid, dumb grin on her face getting you cunt! Anyway, I give Weiss a 9.5 out of 10. Some moments just felt off. Very minimal though. Like, for example, I felt like she could have put up a much better fight against Renault. Even though it was kind of a bad matchup, but I'm not really expecting absolute ass kicking. But that's pretty much it, honestly. Unless I missed something. I felt like I missed something. For having dealt with the White Fang for not only threatening her family, but the integrity of the Faunus and the safety of Haven, Blake has shown major strides this volume. She even helped save Ilya from the point of no return. She has learned to become more open and accept help from others instead of trying to do it by herself. Plus pretty much single-handedly helping save Haven from Hindenburg levels of disaster. I mean, come on, without rounding out the troops, Haven is screwed. She even made things right with Yang, which is massive bonus points. I give Blake another 9 out of 10. You can't say we did not see enough action from her, nor can you say she did not play a major role in the defeat of the White Fang and Haven. And many people have portrayed Blake to be kind of a jerk as of late, thus giving her a lower rating. But in all honesty, Blake could kind of have somebody decent reason for acting this way. On to Yang. Major badass points on the arm. Yang's story was the most straightforward, but in my opinion the most intriguing. She has grown tremendously well and has learned to better control herself when crap hits the fan. And not only did we get the pleasure to see her beat the living tar out of the bandits, we got to see her meet Raven for the first time in years. It was also nice to know Yang's true intention of finding Raven, as her love for her sister continues to be bountiful. And the conversation with Raven, the Maiden Vault thingy, I forgot what it was called, was definitely heartfelt. I'll give Yang's volume a 9.5 out of 10. Because what the heck was that poor effort against Mercury? At least watch it a poor matchup. Nothing too much from Team Juniper minus John finally getting part of his semblance, thus healing Weiss. His fight against Thunder, well, if you want to call it a fight, was a field coaster. I too would have loved to bash Cinder's head against the wall for what he done to our heroes. Nor giving the bad hammer to Hazel was quite satisfying. Ren didn't do diddly squat, and Pierre also did Other takeaways include Drunk Crow. Love Drunk Crow. Crow did not do too much this volume, which was expected considering his role in volume 4. I kind of figured to give him a break this volume. The information about Oscar and his past forms and how they work, and seeing how Oscar can take over Oscar by force was interesting and very intriguing. Seeing Oscar develop more was a great sight, speaking of Oscar. We must see more from him. After the bad guy, Cinder was a bum, no surprises here. Not from a writing standpoint, but from an overall character. Screw Cinder. We didn't see too much from Sale in this volume, but we did see her kill, or Grimm in that matter, kill Lionheart. Speaking of Lionheart, what a coward. I know I'm not the only one when I say I'm happy that he's dead. Back to Cinder, there's no way she's dead. It's way too soon. She did get too cocky and let her ego consume her. I mean, she was almost beat by Jean for Pete's sake. Well, kind of. The maiden fight was epic, and it was an epic kick-ass fighting scenes I've been dying to see out of mine and RWBY. Hazel seems to be that father who's still mourning over the death of his child, I mean, who wouldn't, and is blaming someone else for her death. Emerald and Mercury were ineffective, and thanks to the power of plot, they just sat there and pretty much let Yang go right down the vault. Oh, and Emerald's temper tantrum illusion was horror movie type scary. Imagine seeing that on your bad kids. Adam is like that bully with the big mouth but no balls, and cows away like the little rooster head that he is. Dottie while arguably having the greatest mustache on the planet, played more of the background baddie in this volume. I really want to see more of him in volume 6. Raven and Ilya redeem themselves, especially Ilya. Glad to see Ilya get a second chance to figure her problems. A lot of fans wanted her dead, especially after the whole ordeal with Blake. Fucking thing, man. Fucking windmills, man. Oh my god! Fuck you, updates. Raven and Ilya redeem themselves, especially Ilya. Glad to see Ilya get a second chance to figure her problems. Lots of fans wanted her dead, especially around the ordeal when she kind of betrayed Blake and pretty much nearly got her family killed. But she made the right decision when crap really hit the fan. As for Raven, she started out as a typical likable you-know-what, and looked to really have no upside. But once the plot twist came in and discovered she was a maiden, the floodgates opened. I still don't like her, but she has been a little intriguing this volume. I'd love to see some kind of backstory when the former Spray Maiden first arrived to her camp. I give the baddies a 7 out of 10. Although they had some epic moments here and there, and some of them were quite intriguing, it felt like that the good guys made us look like child's play in hindsight. Cinder lost sight of the mission and was headed in L, and we still don't know what the little crap she actually wants. She wants power, duh, but why? Hazel was epic but the end ineffective, and when the Mercury did not do crap, and was an impulsive beamhead that had Ilya defuse the bombs, everybody would have gotten killed. Unless Oris lives from 2 ton slabs of rock and metal. Regardless, he was extremely disappointing, at least so far. He was portrayed to be this awesome fighter, but just got TKO'd by Blake as if she was the Hulk. Failing was boring. The Grim did most of her work, but RT's most likely sent out something extremely unexpected in regards to Salem. I'm hoping she becomes an extremely overpowered villain. No, wait, not name as King type of OP, but OP to the point where it could take 2 episodes if we kind of be realistic here. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this volume. The development of the characters and seeing different sides of the characters we never seen before are quite a treat. The voice acting continues to be top notch, fantastic voice acting. I know some fans will continue to whine about the fighting, but the series has now evolved, and it's more than just a typical school setting with epic fight scenes kind of show. It features deeper plots, more intriguing characters, and overall better quality of multiple genres instead of one. Besides, budgets are a thing, people. Remember, Rooster Teeth is not an enterprise. And what do you want to see in Volume 6? Realistically, leave a comment down below and let's discuss. I'll be happy to. Now please, let's all act civilized for the love of God when discussing ships. Oh, hold on. I forgot something. Now, I promised to address some comments in the RWBY Idiots Guide comment section, so that I will now do. Okay, let's see here. Ginger. I am not surprised you would not accept this. Well, at least my first comment. After all, from your point of view, my comments are not exactly that concrete. 2. No, I was indeed not referring to Bumblebee. Just talking about stuff in general. I made that reference to Star Versus for a reason. Take a look at Starco before Marco all of a sudden developed a crush on Star. And try and point out any concrete hints that Marco was in any way crushing on Star. You'd be hard pressed to find any. That's my take on a lot of these ships. Jargo made sense. It had great pace. It was realistic, and the writers gets killed off for a few potential pairings that feel rushed and shoved down our throats. See my Star vs. Idiots guide for more of the tire fire that are these ships. And compared to most of the fan favorites in RWBY 2 ships that actually have an actual chance, Argos was great. It made sense. It had great pacing. It did not feel rushed or shoved down our throats. Or ignoring the same story. You could say Black Sun, but Black Sun is not Black Sun. Not only say Black Sun quite yet. We gotta wait a little bit longer for that one. And even better, they all had romantic moments. Does Bumblebee have romantic moments? No. Does White Rose have any? No. I mean, heck, even Coruscant had at least some romantic moments despite how dumb it was. 3. No. Just no. If Lancaster became rushed and turns into a tire fire, I absolutely would hate it. hate that, 100%. I hate rushed products. Hell, it made me even jump off the boat for crying out loud. I try my best not to be biased and give ships fair treatment. I judge ships based on concrete information. Most of the ships I don't see happening so far have nothing concrete. It doesn't mean it cannot happen in the future, but I'm not a prophet. I take what I have and make do with it. You said I ignored the little romance in Black Sun's Volume 3. Which that, my friend, is the beauty of a well-developed ship. Slow and steady wins the race. You pretty much just said that a ship needs to have a ton of romance in a certain amount of time for it to be its thing. Look, RWBY has to focus on 14 members first of all in separate parts of the world, and divide them all evenly. So of course, first of all, some ships will feel a little minimal in terms of moments. And the ships that have like no moments at all in terms of romantic wise, yeah, you're screwed. After all, there are other subplots. 4. You must not have seen my Star Wars Idiot's Guide, where Juggle was a ship that sailed and sunk next season. Clearly, I acknowledge that a ship that sailed does have the potential of sinking. Did you not see any of my other videos? Plus, why the actual heck why I ship Arcos right now? I mean, did you not see Cinder put an arrow in Pyrrha's chest? 5. I wouldn't say it's number 2. If Black Sun did not have a better chance. Plus, I mentioned RT killing off Sun for Bumblebee, despite me being against it for a reason. Because there's always a chance that it could happen. So you're right, it's not exactly completely numbered, for now. But it's on very thin ice. 6. If there was any time when Yen they let out her feelings for Blake or whatever you guys call it, well, it's during the finale of this moment. But let's be real here, guys. Who here would not be a little pissed off at a friend taking off with no explanation after a traumatic event? Anybody? 7. Speaking of that, it's not a matter of interpretation. It's a matter of what's concrete and what's not. Tell me, what's more concrete? Yang's abandonment issues or Yang's assumed love for Blake? I think you know the answer. Marcus, Blake isn't bisexual. There is no indication that she is remotely bisexual. Someone get Graven a medal. Truest comment of the year. Even though I do take ships a tad seriously, it's mainly only when fans start talking bullcrap about ships with nothing concrete. That just infuriates me. Do I need to go over a concrete thing again? Do I? Because jump scares. And lastly, for all the people who got mad because I put this meme in the Bumblebee tag, for one, I can. And 2, you're also massive hypocrites. I love to see this type of passion when you guys did the exact same thing, but your Bumblebee crap, or other kind of ship you ship, and other ships whatever tag. Ain't nobody better than damn I. Stop being a bunch of freaking hypocrites.
Yang?
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down! No!
Hard hit into right. Back at the wall. Tie game! Big Puppy!
Gosh, I'm so sorry!
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
No. No. Hell no. No. I refuse. No.